Let's now cut across to London. Joining me on the show is Amish Tripathi, director, the Nehru Centre and author of 8 books, including the Shiva trilogy and the 5-part series, the Ramchandra series. Amish, welcome on India Today. How relevant are the teachings of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram in today's day and age, and how significant is Diwali this year?
It is hugely significant. Okay, so this, there are various stories around the Diwali. There is, of course, the Shakta story related to the Mother Goddess. There are many others. There's one related to Lord Krishna, but the most popular one across the entire country is that we celebrate Diwali as the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya. The first Diwali was celebrated when Lord Ram returned to Ayodhya after defeating Ravan in Lanka, and he returned with Goddess Sita and with Lord Lakshman and with Lord Hanuman and the rest of his followers, and the citizens of Ayodhya welcomed him with diyas, with lights, and in a way, there's this wonderful line I'd heard in London. Western singer, British singer, sang a song on this, saying that the kingdom lit the way home for the Lord's return. And so this is a time of celebration for us. This is the deepest that winter gets. After this, the sun starts returning to the northern hemisphere, and we celebrate the return of our God. And this is particularly significant in Ayodhya this time, because the Ram Janmabhoomi temple reconstruction has begun. And it was destroyed by 500 years ago, and it is truly a special occasion, a return of the Lord, a return of a unifying moment where all of us Indians are coming together across all religions to celebrate the return of our God to Ayodhya, and it is. Yeah.
Right. So you said this is like the return.
I do want to clarify. We must always remember the invader who attacked the temple was not an Indian. He was a foreigner. Babur was a foreigner. He was a Turk.
Yes.
He was not an Indian. We Indians must remember that.
Oh, absolutely. But this year, Diwali is significant. I mean, not just because 5,84,000 diyas have been lit up, and Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath says next year it's even going to be more spectacular. But in a way, is this generation now connecting to the roots? अपनी जड़ों से जुड़ रहे हैं?
In a way, yes. Look, India is the only surviving pre-Bronze Age civilization. We are the only ones every other civilization which began its journey with us, Pharaonic Egypt, the Mycenae, which was the mother culture of the Greco-Roman culture, Gilgamesh, Mesopotamia, they're all dead. They're museum pieces. We are still alive. We have rituals and practices and stories which go back right to the dawn, which have roots in the dawn of human civilization. And they are still living stories for us. That's what makes us so unique, India, that we are still a living culture, a living ancient culture. And in a sense, every time when we celebrate our rituals, we are reconnecting, to our past. I'd heard this wonderful line somewhere. I must clarify, it's not my line, but I'd heard this wonderful line that traditions are not the worship of ashes, it's the preservation of fire. And essentially what we are doing when we celebrate our festivals, our culture, our traditions, our stories, we are keeping the fire alive. And we must always remember also that one of the special things about India is that while we keep the soul of the old, we always add in something of the new. Every new age has its own interpretation, because in India, religiosity and liberalism go hand in hand. And that's what makes, us, I think, it makes us anti-fragile in a way, because we are not so rigid that changing times destroy us, but we are not so flexible that we have nothing to hold on to.
एक अविरल गंगा है और धाराएं जुड़ती जा रही हैं. Perhaps that is what our religion is. But when all these streams join the river of religion, when things like bursting crackers or playing cards, when that becomes a part of the festivities, is that wrong and avoidable, especially in these times?
Look, I mean, I don't know if firecrackers were there in the first Diwali, but I think one thing we can say for sure, they have been a part of Diwali celebrations for the last many decades, if not a few centuries. So it has, in a sense, become a part of our traditions. The Ram Leela tradition, for example, began only a few centuries ago. But no one can say that just because Ram Leela was not, Ram Leelas weren't done, say, 2,000 years ago, we can't do it now. That's nonsense, right? So firecrackers are also a part of our celebration, as long as it's done in a safe manner. Children should be supervised by adults when they're doing it. There should be no injuries. I find nothing wrong in that. It's a part of our traditions.
So Deepotsav at Ayodhya celebrated to celebrate the return of Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram and the establishment of Ram Rajya. So this is also a metaphor. A quick break. On the other side, colors of Ayodhya, the 11 jhankis, the tableaus, and how life of Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram is depicted on the streets of Ayodhya. Stay with us.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.